I mean, yeah, maybe, but I'd say yes if you get it through Xbox Game Pass, because on Xbox Game Pass, well, you pay for the Game Pass, right? But it's $10 a month. This doesn't apply for PlayStation players, unfortunately, since it's only available on PC and Xbox. But you pay $10 a month. Also, this isn't sponsored, but I mean, I just get some pretty good value out of it. And then you get access to whatever games are on there, and Black Ops 6 is on there, so I'd rather pay $10 and play it for a month or two, which is usually what happens to me with Call of Duty, than pay $70 for a game that I could have paid 20 for. So that being said, let's jump into what I thought about the game. So the first thing, which I'm gonna talk about while it loads, this game has this weird multi-level loading sort of thing that I noticed yesterday when doing the campaign. For some reason, the campaign has to launch separately than multiplayer and zombies, and I don't understand why it does that. You're already in this Call of Duty overall loading thing, but now you have a separate campaign. It's not the biggest deal, but I mean, it's another 30 seconds, however long it takes to load, just so I can get into the same game for some reason. I don't understand. But since I mentioned the campaign, we'll talk about the campaign first. I gotta be honest, I've played other Call of Duties, but I've never played the campaign before. So Black Ops 6, you have multiplayer zombies, which these two, you can load in, right? Multiplayer zombies, same thing, load in, play. Campaign, if you click on campaign, and I thought I had installed the campaign from the beginning, but apparently I had to install it again or something. But look, click on campaign, it closes the game out, and then you wait a bit, and then it's gonna start loading the game back in. But as that happens, let me just talk about the campaign, because as I mentioned, I've played other Call of Duties before, but aside from this game, I've only ever played the campaign from Advanced Warfare. Not any reason, just I just happened to have that game and I played the campaign. But I don't know if other Call of Duties do an open world type campaign style thing. So here, as you can see, I finished all of them on Hardened. So two things that I like about the campaign is, one, it's pretty open and it allows you to explore and find different things. Like, there's safes and stuff that you can discover in most levels that will have money inside, but there's also a calling card that you can unlock if you find all 9 safes, which I didn't do. I found 6 out of 9, but regardless, that gives you some freedom to roam around and find stuff that is in the game and the levels. But also this little overworld, there's a secret which I'm not going to lead you guys through, just so you can figure it out yourself. But I like how open and free this game is, and it's not too linear, because I remember Advanced Warfare, it was very linear. And also Advanced Warfare, which what I was expecting for this game is a lot of just running, shooting, blowing stuff up, which, you know, that's Call of Duty. That's what I was expecting. Like, I'm assuming that's what usually happens. But this one, because, and I'm assuming it's because it's Black Ops, CIA, secret operative, whatever, there's a lot of stealth, but you don't have to do everything stealthy. You can either, some missions you have to do stealthy, but you can either do stealth and not get detected and stuff, or you can just run in, shoot everyone, destroy everything, kill everyone, and get the mission done. And I think those were both of the things. I kind of mixed it into one. But I like the choice it gives you for stealthiness or just running in and shooting, and the open world aspect that allows you to explore. Oh, and another thing that I like, after you talk to Woods here, on this wall you can upgrade different, you can upgrade your guns, you can upgrade like field stuff, and then your health and stuff is over here on the outside. There's different, oh, here it is. So you can upgrade different things at these workbenches that you can pay for. And this money, you find money during missions and stuff, and certain enemies drop money, so that's how you unlock this stuff. That's basically it. I did enjoy the story mode. While the gameplay was fun, like, this guy's name is Marshall, and then Woods is there. I'm assuming, because Woods I recognize, but I don't know anything about him. But all the characters, they were cool, I guess, but nothing memorable for each of them. Like, they were just there. We're gonna jump into the multiplayer, and honestly, there isn't too much to say about the multiplayer. I mean, for me, Call of Duty, for the last, I don't know, 5 games, the multiplayer, and this isn't a bad thing, but it's felt the same exact way for the last 5 games or so. and there's nothing really for me to say about it. Like, you have different guns, obviously, but they're all the same. They're different skins of the same sort of gun. One of them shoots faster than the other. One of them's a semi-auto. One of them, then you have shotguns or whatever. Like, there isn't anything inherently special or different for any of the Call of Duties that I've played lately. And I mean, that's pretty much it. Just different maps. I don't have anything to say about the multiplayer. It's a solid multiplayer that's fun to play, but nothing draws me in. I only really play if I'm gonna play with friends. And finally, talking about zombies. So the thing about zombies is I actually had a lot of fun with the zombies, and a lot of people are complaining and talking about how it's not the original, and I also wanted the original zombies back, but games are changing, they're getting newer, they're not going to go back, and they're implementing a lot of movement, like the omnidirection whatever, and so they're not going to forego all of that just to go back to the original zombies, which I think is fine because it did feel a lot faster, it felt smoother. I thought it was going to make it a lot easier because before, if you were stuck here behind this thing and a zombie showed up here, there's no way for you to get out. But now you can vault over things, and you know, you can get out of tricky situations a little easier than before, which I think adds a little bit of tacticalness, or it's another way to play the game. And the thing about that is it's not super easy just because of that. There are other zombies. There's flying zombies, there's tank zombies, the zombies themselves climb over stuff too, and there's also bigger zombies with a lot of health that come up, so it ends up becoming a challenge pretty fast. But my one thing that I don't like about the zombies is the fact that they got rid of, or they changed the point system. I don't know if it was like this in Cold War, but before, if you shot a zombie, you would get points. Like right now I'm not getting any points. I'm at 1350, I've shot this guy multiple times, and you only get points for killing them, which is 115 there. But the problem with this, because early on you don't see it, it's not a problem at all. But when you get past round 30 and stuff, I can go through a full clip, and the problem is that normally would have been at least, you know, the clip times 10, so 450 points, which isn't a whole lot, but it adds up. So getting a few kills there with the actual points from the bullets, you can go over to these things, reload your weapons, and then you'd be able to keep going. It's a long round, but you can keep going. However, when I got to round 35, 36, I got to the point where I didn't have enough to pack points to level 3, and my guns weren't killing with their full clips, so the moment I ran out of ammo on both guns, like, you can pick up things on the ground, but if the guns on the ground still aren't killing them, you're not getting any money at all, so you sort of reach this weird stalemate, which I guess is intended to make the games last only so long, but I don't know how I feel about that. Zombies was always about seeing how far you can last, getting to round 50, 60, however, whatever round. But now, and maybe there's a different way, maybe I'm just not thinking about it the right way, but I feel like I can't get past round like 30. I mean, I made it to 36, but the 35 area seems to be the limit, and I honestly don't like that because, again, I like zombies to play for as long as possible, especially the way it feels now, jumping over, vaulting, doing different slide mechanics and all these other things. It feels fun, but it feels limited with the new point system. And so that's basically all I have to say about the game there. I don't know if this is worth $70 or not. Like, maybe it is for the Call of Duty fans, but if you're a Call of Duty fan who buys every Call of Duty, then the price doesn't really matter. Like, let's be honest. But for somebody like me who plays most of them, but only because I want to play with my friends, I usually stop playing after a month or two, and even then, I have 36 hours on the game right now. Multiplayer, same as any other one. It's fun, but nothing special. Zombies, I don't like the point system, but it's still fun, so I'll play here and there. And then I finished the campaign, so I'm already sort of minimizing the stuff that I feel like I want to do in this game. And so at 36 hours or so, I kind of want to put it in the $40 range. I think that's fair. 70 just seems like a lot. they have good graphics, the movement, they're working on different things, they're trying to think of new things, and so I get it. But I don't know if $70 is worth. I'd say 40, but again, if you have Game Pass, this isn't sponsored, but if you have it, or if you have access to it, pay for that. Try the 1 month. If you don't feel like you're gonna go back to Call of Duty, cancel it, and then you got to play Black Ops 6 for $10 instead of 70. Kind of a no-brainer. But all in all, it sounds like I'm criticizing Call of Duty like crazy, but I'm not. It's a solid game, it's a decent game. I'll give it a 7 out of 10. But if you can get it cheaper, get it cheaper. I just don't know if it's worth this full $70 price.